Train your mind, evaluate your game, and dominate your life. Let me ask you something. When pressure hits, who do you become? If you want to perform under pressure, if you want to build confidence that lasts, if you want to separate yourself from average, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Mental Toughness by Coach P podcast, where athletes, coaches, leaders, and high performers come to train the one thing that controls everything, your mind. Each episode delivers real strategies you can apply immediately. Mental performance training, resilience and confidence, a growth mindset built on grit, and how to handle pressure and build championship habits. Hey, this isn't hype. This is training for your mind. Stop letting your past hold you back. Start building resilience today. Start becoming the version of you that performs when it matters most. For everything we offer, courses, books, mental performance training, visit our website, www.inspiringthem.com. That's inspiringthem.com. Remember now, train your mind, control your mindset, and go dominate your life. Here is this week's podcast. Well, good morning to you out there. This is Coach P, Jim Pusateri. Welcome to today's podcast, Mental Toughness by Coach P. Yes, in our series here, Pressure is the Privilege, today's podcast will be the discipline of execution. Yes, folks, the discipline of execution. Men, women, leaders, athletes, today isn't about what you know. It's about what you do. Every locker room has talent. Every classroom has potential. Every business has ideas. But championships, successful careers, and meaningful lives are not built on potential. They're built on execution. When the whistle blows, nobody's awarded points for good intentions. The scoreboard rewards execution. Today, make a commitment. Stop collecting information and start applying it. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Execute the next right step. Greatness isn't waiting on another opportunity. It's waiting on your decision to act. Greatness isn't waiting on another opportunity. It's waiting on your decision to act. It's very, very important. You see, knowledge is everywhere. Execution is rare. We live in a world overflowing with information. Books, podcasts, videos, seminars, and social media have made knowledge more accessible than ever before. Yet, despite all that information, many people remain stuck. Why? Because knowledge alone never changes a life. Execution changes lives. I've coached athletes who knew every play in the playbook, but failed to execute under pressure. I've met business leaders with brilliant ideas who never turned those ideas into action. I've watched students understand the material, but fail because they never developed the discipline to prepare consistently. The gap between knowing and doing is where most dreams disappear. I gotta say that again. The gap between knowing and doing is where most dreams disappear. I see it every day with our youngsters. Execution closes that gap, folks. Here's an athlete's lesson. Think about the athlete who spends the off-season talking about earning a starting position. They watch highlight videos, they buy new equipment, and they tell everyone how committed they are. Then the alarm goes off at 5:30 in the morning, and execution begins there. The athlete who gets out of bed, attacks the workout, studies the film, listens to the coaching, and repeats that process day after day becomes difficult to beat. Not because they've talked more, but because they've executed more. Talent may earn an opportunity, but execution earns trust. Hey, I'm going to take a short break. I want you to hear how you can get a free booklet from us to help you build your ability, your mental toughness under pressure. When we get back, I'll give you a business lesson. We'll be back in a moment. You can have all the talent in the world, all the training, and all the experience. But if you can't handle pressure, adversity, and doubt, you'll never reach your true potential. That's where the inner game comes in. Mental performance is the hidden edge. It's what separates those who rise from those who fold. The mentally tough don't break under pressure. They grow through it. They push forward when others stop. And that's exactly why the power of the Inner Game booklet was created. This free resource will help you strengthen your mindset, take control of your thinking, and unlock the performance level you're capable of. Get your free copy today, because the battle is won in your mind. Hit that link in the show notes below for your free copy. Hey, Coach P here, Jim Pusateri, and we are back at Inspirational University, the home of the Mental Toughness by Coach P Mental Performance series of books, podcasts, and courses. Business lesson for the day. The same principles I just talked about applies in business. Every organization has meetings filled with ideas. Vision boards are created. Strategic plans are written. Goals are announced. But companies don't grow because they had a meeting. They grow because someone executed the plan. The leaders who separate themselves aren't always the smartest people in the room. They're often the people who consistently follow through. So why don't we execute? Most people don't struggle because they lack ability. They struggle because execution demands discipline. Execution requires action before you feel ready. Execution requires consistency when no one's watching. Execution requires courage when failure is possible. Waiting for motivation is one of the greatest enemies of execution. Let me say it again. Waiting for motivation is one of the greatest enemies of execution. Yes, folks, you got to build a habit. Execution is not a single event. It's a lifestyle. Small acts of execution build confidence. Confidence builds momentum. Momentum builds consistency. And consistency builds excellence. Passion gives you purpose, folks. Belief gives you confidence. Execution transforms both into achievement. Hey, ask yourself one question. What have I known for a long time that I still haven't acted on? Knowledge points the way. Execution walks the path. Yes, there's a difference between intention and action. Everybody has good intentions. Athletes intend to train harder. Leaders intend to communicate better. Parents intend to spend more time with their children. Entrepreneurs intend to launch the business they've been dreaming about. But intention never changes the scoreboard. Execution does. One of the greatest frustrations in life is realizing that our potential is trapped behind hesitation. We know what to do, yet we postpone doing it. We wait for a better schedule, better circumstances, or better motivation. Those moments rarely arrive. Execution begins when excuses end. Say it again, coach. Execution begins when the excuses end. It is the decision to take action before conditions to feel perfect. The disciplined person understands that progress is made one decision at a time, not one giant leap of time. Let me give you a story about the backup quarterback. Yes, a young quarterback spent 2 seasons standing on the sideline. Every practice he prepared as if he would start on Friday night. He learned the game plan, studied the film, encouraged teammates, and took every practice rep seriously. Midway through the season, the starter got injured. There was no time to panic. There was no time to suddenly prepare. The backup stepped onto the field with confidence because he had already executed the daily disciplines long before the opportunity arrived. His success wasn't built in one night. It was built in hundreds of ordinary days that no one celebrated. Execution prepares you for opportunities before opportunities prepare you. Here's a story about a business leader. A small business owner dreamed of expanding into the second location. For years, the idea remained on paper. Then she suddenly committed to daily execution. Every morning, she identified the 3 most important tasks that moved the vision forward. 1 phone call, 1 meeting, 1 financial review, 1 employee development conversation. Within 2 years, the second location opened. People called it an overnight success. It wasn't. It was the result of ordinary execution repeated consistently over an extraordinary period of time. You want to be successful on the football field? Here it is. It was the result of ordinary execution repeated consistently over an extraordinary period of time. You can't miss workouts. You got to play in the spring. You got to work out in the off season. You got to work out in the summer if you want to be successful. That's repeated consistency. I'll give you 5 habits of great executors. 1, start before you feel ready. Action creates confidence. 2, finish what you start. Momentum grows when commitments are honored. 3, protect your priorities. Do first what matters the most. And 4, eliminate excuses. Replace "I'll do it tomorrow" with "I begin today." And number 5, evaluate every day. Ask yourself, did my actions match my goals? Execution's not a personality trait. It's a daily discipline. Let me give you a little situation. A team drives deep into a scoring position late in the game. They have practiced the winning play all week. The mistake, instead of trusting preparation, our players begin freelancing. Assignments are abandoned, emotion takes over, and the play breaks down. The adjustment? Trust the system. Execute your assignment. Let preparation do the work. The lesson? Pressure doesn't require something new. It requires faithful execution of what has already been practiced. The same principle applies in leadership, business, and family life. Under pressure, trust your process. Yes, folks, execution will create legacy. Years from now, people will not remember every goal you set. They will remember the promises you kept, the standards you lived by, and the consistency you demonstrated. Execution builds credibility. When your words and your actions consistently align, trust grows. Teams follow you. Families believe in you. Organizations depend on you. Let me say this again, folks. When your words and your actions consistently align, words and actions, trust grows. Teams begin to follow you. Families believe in you. Organizations depend on you. That is why execution is more than productivity. As you continue this journey, remember that execution is never about perfection. It is about progress. In the final part of this podcast, we're going to turn these lessons into action through our championship challenge, reflection journal, and practical steps you can begin applying immediately. Hey folks, keep showing up, keep executing. Greatness is built one disciplined decision at a time. Yes, the discipline of execution. Let me give you another situation. A championship team has prepared for months. The playbook is installed. The conditioning is complete. The film has been studied. With 2 minutes remaining in the game, it comes down to one final drive. Instead of trusting the preparation, several players begin doing more than their assignment. Linemen abandon technique, trying to make the big block. Receivers change routes. The quarterback forces a throw that was never there, and the drive stalls. I've seen it time and time and time again. The lesson isn't that they lack talent. The lesson is that they abandon execution. The same thing happens in business when organizations ignore proven systems because pressure creates panic. It happens in families when emotions replace communication. Under pressure, discipline, execution always outperforms emotional reaction. Here's our championship challenge. This week, I want you to become an executor. Choose one goal you have delayed. Choose one thing every day that moves it forward. Not someday, not when you have more time. Today. At the end of each day, ask yourself 3 questions. Did I execute what mattered most? Did my actions match my priorities? What's one adjustment we'll make tomorrow to make it better? Yes, championships are won by stacking disciplined days together. Here's a reflection for you. Some questions to ask yourself, and I suggest you write these down in a journal. Number 1, where is the gap between what I know and what I consistently do? Number 2, what excuse do I most often use to delay action? Number 3, what daily habit would create the greatest improvement in my life? And number 4, how do I respond when pressure increases? And number 5, what commitment have I postponed that deserves my immediate attention? And number 6, who is watching my example and what are they learning from my actions? Folks, write these answers down. Honestly, awareness is the first step towards lasting change. But disciplined execution is what transforms awareness into achievement. Let me give you 5 daily rules of execution. Begin your day with the highest priority. Finish difficult tasks before easy ones. Keep promises you make to yourself. Measure progress instead of chasing perfection. Each day with evaluation instead of excuses. I should say end each day with evaluation instead of excuses. Yes, folks, execution is a muscle. The more consistently you use it, the stronger it becomes. That's the standard of execution. Execution is where dreams become reality, passion gives you purpose, belief gives you confidence, and discipline gives you consistency. Execution turns into all 3 into results. That is why execution is the bridge between potential and performance. It is also why every athlete, leader, parent, entrepreneur, teacher, and student must embrace the discipline of doing the ordinary things extraordinary well. If you want extraordinary results, commit to extraordinary consistency. Let's continue your mental performance journey here. Everything we've discussed throughout Mental Performance series points to one truth. Growth requires action. Reading a book is valuable. Listening to a podcast is valuable. Taking a course is valuable. But transformation happens when knowledge becomes daily behavior. In this chapter, I challenge you to continue investing in your growth through the Mental Performance series, the Success Bundle, online courses, and the Mental Toughness Podcast. Our mission is not simply to inspire you. It is to equip you with practical tools to perform at your best when it matters the most. Here's some words to remember. Knowledge tells you what to do. Discipline keeps you doing it. And execution is where greatness begins. Looking ahead, folks, in the next chapter, we'll discover another essential principle for performing under pressure. And the pressure increases, or as the pressure increases, so does the need for disciplined thinking, intentional leadership, and unwavering commitment. Until then, remember this. Don't just learn it, live it. Don't just plan it, execute it. Because greatness is never accidental. It is built one disciplined decision at a time. That's what we mean when we say we want you to be built for the climb. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. If you know somebody who could be helped by this message, please share it. Share it all over your social media sites. We very much appreciate it. Hey, this is Coach P, Jim Pusateri, telling you to move forward and have a great day. Did you know how you start your day determines how you finish it? If you're looking for a quick boost of motivation, clarity, and focus, Coach P's Daily Words of Encouragement is exactly what you need. These are short, powerful 1-minute videos designed to reset your mindset, challenge your thinking, and help you attack the day with purpose. Whether you're an athlete, a coach, or just someone chasing growth, this is your daily fuel to stay locked in and moving forward. 1 minute a day can change everything. Start your day with intention. You can find us over on YouTube, at Coach P, Jim Pusateri, or hit that link in the show notes below. Remember, daily words of encouragement, because your mindset matters.